morning, friends. If you haven't yet picked up your packet, then hold off on this video until you have your packet, because you're going to need your packet, the math worksheets out of your packet to do this video. Now, unfortunately, it says Monday at the top, but that's because this was originally set for last week before packet pickup was postponed. So I know it's Tuesday, but we're still going to do the one that says Monday at the top. There wasn't any reason, we didn't need to recopy this whole thing just because it said Monday at the top. So we're going to go with it anyway. And if you worked with me last week on multiplication, then this is going to be a breeze for you, because that's what it is multiplication, and thinking about multiplication as repeated addition. So I want to give you a challenge to start with. I want you to think about this question. It says 4 people are going on a hike. So think about 4 people going on a hike. Each person takes 2 water bottles. So 4 people are going, and each person takes 2 water bottles. So this person takes 2, and this person takes 2, and this person takes 2, and this person takes 2. The question is, how many water bottles do they take in all? So remember, this one was 2, 2, 2, and 2. So will you count with me by 2s 4 times? 2, 4, 6, 8. How many water bottles did they take? If you said 8, that's right, because 4 groups of 2 equals 8. You can add 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, or a more mature mathematician would think of it as 4 groups of 2, or 4 times 2 equals 8 in all. All right, so let's get started right here on number 1. Number 1, it says, use the model, and this is the model that they're talking about. Complete each number sentence. So when I start on this model, I see 1, 2, 3 groups. And in each group, I see 2 dots. So I can think of this as 3, 1, 2, 3 groups of 2. And if you worked with me last week, you know that we said that groups of can be thought of as multiplication. 3 groups of 2. So I can think repeated addition, 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's 3 groups of 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2 more equals 6. So I'm going to record that. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. Or I could think 3 groups of 2. 3 times 2 is also 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The product, the answer to my multiplication problem, is 6. The numbers we're multiplying together are called factors. The answer is called the product. Now, if I were looking up here at my addition sentence, my repeated addition sentence, I could think of these as the add-ins, and the answer would be called the sum. Numbers that we're adding together are called add-ins. The answer is called the sum. Multiplication, the numbers that we're multiplying together are called the factors. The answer is called the product. All right, so let's look at number 2. How many groups do we see? I see 1, 2, 3 groups. And how many are in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can think of 3 groups of 5. So notice right here, 3 times 5. 3 groups of 5. So when I'm thinking repeated addition, that's 3, 1, 2, 3 groups of 5. 5, 5, 5. So that one's pretty easy. I know that 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 5 more equals, you got it, that's 15. So if I know that 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15, I also know that 3 times 5, 3 groups of 5 is, that's right, the product is 15. Nice job. I want you to push pause, and I want you to give these 3 a shot. Numbers 3, 4, and 5. Push pause. and then work the problems and push play. Let's go over your work together. Here we go. Number 3. How many groups do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many are in each group? 1, 2, 3. So I can think 4 groups of 3. So I'm thinking 4 times 3. Or I'm thinking about putting 3 together 4 times. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. How many in all? Well, I know that 3 plus 3 is 6. And I also know that this 3 plus 3 is 6. And if I combine those two groups of 6, that's right, I get a sum of 12. But if I think in terms of multiplication, 4 times 3 also equals 12. I could say that time the product is 12. Give yourself a pat on the back if you got that one right. Here we go. Number 4. How many groups do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many are in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm thinking 4 groups of 4. 4 times 4, or 4 put together 4 times. 4 plus 4 is 8. And this 4 plus 4 is 8. So if I double my 8, that's right. The sum is 16. So if I think of that in terms of multiplication instead, 4 times 4 equals 16. My screen is frozen.